Welcome back to Reading Bear. Today, we will take a look at some new I Don't Work Here Lady stories. And if you enjoyed my content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and post some bear emojis in the comments. Let's go!
The first story is titled, Of Course I Really Do Work Here, Look How I'm Dressed. Took my octogenarian mother shopping, walked away from her for less than a minute. Met a 30-ish YRO Karen and her spawn. So I took my mum to get some groceries and stuff at Mr. Walton's department store. This just happened yesterday, Saturday. Being really nice out, I'm wearing an old and faded black t-shirt with denim coveralls that I cut the legs off for summer. Mum is in her 80s and has a rollator walker, so I push her cart and she walks beside me. I try to do the food items last so the cold stuff stays cold, but Mum insisted on starting on that side. Okay, I gave in and off we went. After the groceries were in the cart, Mum heads us over to electronics because I was telling her that hubby and her are debating buying all the Avengers movies vs getting a streaming service. Mum wanted to see the cost of the DVDs. This is where we met Karen and her spawn. I am explaining DVD vs Blu-ray to Mum when Karen walks up and tells me she needs my help next. Mum is sitting on her walker while we are talking. I politely told her I don't work here, I'm a customer. Then I point out an employee in a blue vest. Karen, no. You are obviously helping this old lady to buy a DVD player, I'm just telling you I am next. Me, sorry, but I really don't work here. I am shopping with my parent. Karen, listen here Missy, I know you work here, now as soon as you are done with the old lady, I am next. One thing I forgot to mention. I have blue hair right now, and had my hair up in 2 ponytails. I know I don't look like a kid, but I definitely don't look 50 either. I hate being called Missy, especially when the carbon-based life form is younger than me. If any of you have read other shopping trips I have posted, you know my mum is a very feisty Italian. Mum, listen lady, open your ears, my daughter doesn't work here. Look how she's dressed. Karen, ma'am, please, I'm just asking this girl to serve me next. Spawn, Mum, she really doesn't work here, look at her clothes and hair. Karen, just be quiet, you wanted a switch, we're going to get you a switch. If this girl doesn't show more respect, I'll make sure we get a discount. By this point my mum is done. In Italian she starts cussing out this woman. My mum does not like being the center of attention, but man if you annoy her. Duck and run, just duck and run. Sales staff finally make it over to us since Mum is getting louder the longer you let her go. Karen sees the employee and starts in on how rude I am, and what a horrid employee I am, and I need to be disciplined for my attitude towards her. The employee looks at me, my mother and Karen and politely, in Italian, asks Mum what happened. Mum calmly explains and refers to Karen as Puta. I'm dying trying not to laugh. Karen has her say, and finally it's my turn, and I turn to Karen. Me, look, I don't know who your parents are, but sweetie, I could be your mother. You teaching your kid to act like this is unacceptable. Especially right now with the pandemic and places going out of business. I am pretty sure you knew all along that I don't work here and were hoping to cause enough of a scene to get the acting manager to give you a massive discount. I'm here to tell you that ain't happening today. Not here, not in this store. You think that just because I am dressed in old frayed clothes you can pull a stunt like this, then tell the staff that I accosted you and I caused all the drama? Guess again child. On top of your bad behavior towards me, you have caused my mother to get upset. I am so tempted right now to call the cops and have you charged with harassment and elder abuse. Karen left, Mum and I finished shopping and left. In the car Mum says, I guess you're a little stressed today, huh? Oh my god, that was the understatement of the year. The next story is titled, Put Your Cart Back Lady. I, 20M, took my friend to the grocery store today and waited for him in the car. While I was sitting there the woman parked next to me decided to just push her cart between our cars and leave it there. Well that doesn't sit right with me because if you give even one half of one crap you can find a cart return somewhere nearby, and in our circumstance there was one less than 30 feet away. So I got out of my car and grabbed her cart to take it back, but I also flipped her the bird. Well, I put her cart back and turned around to see her approaching me. She asked me if I flipped her off and I said yeah because you didn't put your cart back and it's literally the easiest thing in the world. She started lecturing me about respect and the unacceptability of flipping people off. Next thing I know, she's telling me to come along with her so we can go find my manager. Well, I obviously don't work here. I'm not wearing a company uniform, and in fact, I'm wearing sweats and an old t-shirt with holes in it. I very bluntly state that I don't work here, and the look on her face was priceless. She no longer had any way to make me atone for my egregious sin. She stuttered on her words for a second before asking me if I had parents who ever taught me respect. I responded, obviously I do, they taught me enough respect to put my ducking cart back. Well, she had no clue how to respond to it and shuffled back to her car, leaving me feeling proud of my small victory against the Karenhood. The next story is titled, I Don't Work Here Lady. One day whilst on my lunch break, I was buying a multi-journey bus ticket from a hatched ticket booth in a small office near a pay and display car park. A woman came in and stood behind me. I knew the guy that sold the bus tickets and was just chatting to him. After I ended a sentence, I heard, "At last you've finished talking," and ignoring me. She had been there around a minute. I turned around to face her and she said, "The car park machine has taken my money and not printed out a ticket. What are you going to do about it?" Now, as I said, I'm on my lunch break from being a mechanic. I'm wearing overalls and a high-vis jacket. Okay, I might have looked like a car park attendant. I said in reply to her question, "Nothing, it's not my problem." She stared at me open-mouthed and then yelled, "Well, you'd better get out there and sort it." I replied, "Sorry, no, it's not my job, I don't." "Oh no," she yelled, "I'm not getting a parking fine, 'cause the machine's not working and you'd rather be in here out of the rain." Yeah, it was tipping it down. "No." I snapped, "It's not my job, sod off." She turned around red-faced and stormed out. Cliff, the guy selling the bus tickets, said, "I get this all the time in here, people shouting about the parking machines, it does my head in." Then a man stormed in, "Oi you, did you just tell my wife to sod off?" "Yeah, I did," I reply curtly as I get off my elbow on the counter and rise to my full 6 feet 4 inch height. "And you can sod off as well, I'm a mechanic, I don't work here and has nothing to do with the damn car park either." I point at Cliff. "If the machine's not working, go call someone that gives a crap, 'cause we don't." And with that he turned around and left quite urgently. The next story is titled, I Don't Work Here, I Work in a Different Supermarket. This happened a few years back, just as I was running out of steam working for a supermarket. Now, I used to work in a cafe for Supermarket A, who had their own uniform that you had to wear. Now, this uniform was a dark color with the logo in bright color, so it's clear who I'm working for. On this particular, after finishing a 11-hour 6 a.m. till 4 p.m. if you wanted to know, I was pissed off. Crappy customers plus short-staffed plus managers that didn't seem to care equals a need for booze. So I wanted to drink. I went to the booze aisle but couldn't find my favorite drink. As the Wurzel's song goes, I am a cider drinker, so I jump into my car and head off to Supermarket B. I get a trolley and off I go to the booze. Now I've got my headphones in a world of my own, deciding what I want to drink when I feel a tap on my arm. I take my headphones out and turn to see a little old lady. She asked if I could lift a box of beer into her trolley, and I did without hesitating. She says thanks, and I plug my headphones back in and turn to focus at the main task at hand. Now I feel a more violent poke in my shoulder bone and see what everybody who works in a shop hates. The Karen K, you're all out off. Me, I'm gonna stop you right there. See this shirt? She nods me. Now this shirt says I work for Supermarket A, not B. K, so you admit that you work in a supermarket? Me, I work in Supermarket A. K, well then you should be able to help me, or I'll complain. Me, go on. Karen, right as I was saying, you are all out of. Me, no, complain. I could see she was confused. I don't think anybody had argued back. Me, you know, to the manager? K, I'll get you fired, you useless crap, and off she storms. So I gather the booze, pick up some bits and bobs, never shop when you're hungry folks, and head for the till. I queue up and then I'm starting to bag it when I see the Karen with what I assume is the store manager, or somebody high up, coming towards me. I say to the young lad quickly, enjoy this moment but don't laugh. K, him. That's the rude employee that wouldn't help me. SM, now I'm sorry about his behavior, we will sort this out, I will replace him and send him home right away. Now me and the young lad were a bit confused until I realized the manager thought it was the cashier that had been rude. Me, hey mate, she's talking about me, not him. The manager then turns and looks at me, starts to talk and notices me pointing at the logo. SM, sorry, I'm sorry but this person doesn't work here, he's clearly from somewhere else. K, he works for a supermarket, you can fire him. Me, grinning, come on, you can fire me, then I can sue for unlawful dismissal. K, shut it, you crap. Me, oh piss off, look, come to supermarket are alright. You can have your tantrum there, I dunno, you might even get a bottle. K turning red, duck you, I'll have your job. She storms right out of the store. SM, you know she will, don't you? And she'll say anything to get you fired. Me, she can do it all she wants, I already handed in my notice. I'm done tomorrow. We shared a laugh and that was a good evening with a few drinks. Now working in that supermarket for 10 years, I got some good stories involving Karens, rookie managers and customers who know how to laugh. If you want to know, I will share. The next story is titled, I don't work here now, we are closed, I can't sell you anything now. This happened last night. For backstory, my dad has a small hotel with 15 rooms and a bar, reception downstairs, and I work there every summer. Bar reception works till 11, which I tell every guest that checks in, along with giving them keys to back doors since main entrance is locked every night. That is the same thing I said to a guy, let's call him M, when he checked in yesterday afternoon. That was only after he made me a scene because our rooms are advertised to be $60 and his bill was $62 because we are obligated to pay a fee to our country for every foreign citizen that stays here. But at WASNT, my first time dealing with a whole customer, and I just apologized, offered a free dessert and brushed it off. Yesterday it was 15 to 11 and I was getting ready to close, and only 2 tables being occupied in the bar were one with 3 of my friends and one with 5 guys that work across the street and are regulars. I like them because they are nice and tip well, and they like me because I often let them pick music, so we are friendly. So when they told me that one of them just became an uncle and they wanted to celebrate and to stay a little longer, I said sure, and gave them 2 beers each in advance and they paid for them. Nothing in town works past 11 because the last corona measures have not been lifted yet, so they had nowhere else to go. My friends weren't in a hurry and said they would stay too, and I poured myself a beer and everyone paid. I closed the cash register and turned off the computer and the printer, knowing that I won't be printing any bills until morning. I also washed everything and prepared for the morning shift except for the literal glasses we were using. I turned off the music and sat with my friends. Fast forward 1.5 hours, everything is good, I am having fun, I am playing gin rummy with my friends and those other guys are talking and having fun too, when M comes down from his room wanting to buy bottled water and sees me playing cards. He proceeds to tell me how unprofessional and lazy I am, how he will be sure to report to my manager tomorrow morning when he checks out how I tried to cheat him for $2 on the bill for his room and some other ugly stuff. Now, I don't care what he thinks, I know I was not doing anything wrong, but at that moment I am intimidated because a man is towering over me and yelling, and I almost start to cry. What I don't see is 8 guys, 3 of my friends and those other 5 regulars, standing up, baying me, approaching, and asking him if he has some problem and why is he yelling. M calms down when he sees them and says that there are no problems and he just wants to buy bottled water. I say that I work until 11 and it is long past it and I can't sell anything since our cash register is electronic and one can see at any moment at which times it was used, and if inspection were to come and see we were selling things past 11 we would be in trouble. He asks to speak with the owner and I say that it is 1 AM and that he is sleeping. He is insistent and I call my dad and tell him that a man insists on calling him since I refuse to sell him a bottle of water. M now starts speaking, interrupting me, taking phone from my hand, saying that I am playing cards instead of working, and my dad says so she is sitting in a place her family owns having fun with her friends making no noise. And you came in a bar that was closed? And M stutters, apologizing, finishing the conversation very quickly. This morning, the guy that was working first shift says M left huge tip and demanded that it was shared with me. The worst thing is that our tap water is fine to drink, and it is written so next to the literal tap. He later claimed he didn't know that. The next story is titled, I don't work at Hot Topic, I just shop here a lot. This happened about 9 to 10 years ago. I was 16 at the time, wore pretty much nothing but clothes from HT at the time. This happened at my local mall. M, me and G, guy asking for help. Went into HT like I always did whenever I went to the mall. I finished looking around and decided to head out. As I am walking towards the door I walk past a group of guys, and the biggest guy in the group, over 6 feet tall and easily 250 plus pounds, bald, buzzed hair with a kinda brownish, ginger soul patch reminiscent of Howie Mandel, calls out, "Gee, hey, do you guys have this in extra large?" Not realizing he's talking to me I keep walking. G, hey, can you check the back for an extra large? M, oh, sorry. I don't work here. Walk out the door. G, so you can't help me? If you've ever been in a HT, you know the music is usually really loud. I speak a little louder. M, no, I don't work here. G, oh my bad dude. I didn't hear you. You totally look like one of the employees. M, nope, I'm not old enough. I just shop here a lot. G, really? How old are you? M, I'm 16. G, for real? I seriously thought you were like 19. M, I get that sometimes. G, yo, you could totally get with older women if you wanted to. M, thanks. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something along the lines of, G, make sure you treat them right when you do. M, okay. My family walked by and I left with them after being kinda weirded out by the guy. The next story is titled, Yes, I work for the company, but not this location. So I work at a popular big box store in the US. We sell everything from groceries to bikes and even some furniture, so as you can imagine it's pretty convenient. It's also kinda important to note that not all of the stores have the same exact layout. Like, we all sell mostly the same stuff but everything's just in different locations in the store. So I had gotten off of work one day and I was wearing my work uniform still. Comfortable shoes, non-ripped jeans, a shirt with the company's name and logo in their brand's color, and my homemade face mask. I was headed a bit away from my house to visit my grandparents and pick up my younger siblings since they were watching them, when I got a text asking me to grab a few things for them. No biggie. There's like 2 of the company store where they live and I can use my employee discount. Admittedly, I probably should have put a hoodie or something over the shirt so that this wouldn't have happened, but I was tired and, stupidly, didn't think I'd run into any crazies today. A few people asked for my help, but after I explained to them that yes, I do work for company but not at this location, they usually apologized and we'd laugh it off. As I was looking for the gluten-free flour, my grandma can't have it, I hear the thing all retail workers dread to hear. Excuse me. I turn around to see a Karen who, first of all, was not wearing a mask and second, had a really botched haircut. I'm training to be a cosmetologist so I can clock a back haircut or dye job from a mile away at this point. I'm very short and the flour I was looking for was always on the top shelf, so I kinda stand in the middle of the aisle to see. Oh. I'm sorry. Am I in your way? No. I need you to look and see if you have item in the back. Now realizing she thinks I work at this store, I quickly go into my little rehearsed speech. Oh. Sorry ma'am, I actually don't work. Don't pull that BS on me. I see your shirt, I know you work here. Yes, I work for the company, but not at this location, I actually work at the one in my city. Whatever, they're all the same. Can't you just go look for me? No, I can't, unfortunately. I'm not even technically supposed to be helping people when I'm off hours at my location. Let alone a different store. But you work here so you have to help me. At this point I'm trying to keep cool because I know I'm reflecting the company by wearing this shirt, so, again, I'm my best customer service voice. I say, Ma'am, I do not work at this location. I can help you find someone who does, but I unfortunately cannot help you out here. What's your name? I'm gonna speak to your manager about you. I had a friend who worked with me at the store but left after a while to go to school across seas. I found her old name tag and thought I'd give it to her as a gag gift, just as a laugh and to reminisce. My smart ass pulled out my friend's name tag and showed it to the Karen and said, "Here you go." Knowing full well that no one there had the same spelling as my friend, because yes, the crazy took a photo of the name tag. "You just wait right here." "Alright then," I said as she walked away. I grabbed my flour and left. As I was checking out, I happened to notice her again with someone, I'm assuming the manager of the store, looking very confused. I waved at her as I walked out the store. The next story is titled, No, I Don't Know Where to Find That Plant. I went to a local plant nursery to get a honeysuckle, a passion vine, and some cacti for my new apartment patio. I had them all on a greenhouse cart, and on my way back to my car, I waited for my turn to rip off some plastic sheets to cover the containers. A guy waddles over to me and asks me something, but I didn't really register what he said. I thought he was asking me what I had on my cart. So I listed off what I purchased because I thought he was just being curious and friendly. He pointed at the honeysuckle and mumbled something again, so I said, "That's a honeysuckle." Then he got visibly irritated and raised his voice a bit. He said, "Okay, but where is the whatever he said?" Then I realized that for some reason he thought I worked there, even though I was just wearing a t-shirt and some gym shorts. I laughed a bit and told him I'm not an employee. Then he turned and started to ask the same question to the lady right in front of me that was ripping off some plastic sheets. She wasn't paying attention to the exchange behind her, so he ended up having almost the exact same conversation with her that he had with me. All the while I stood back and listened with entertainment. After a few more words and visible confusion on her face, I stepped in and told him that the employees wear red shirts with logos on them. He turned red and headed off into the store. The lady and I exchanged a look with each other and we laughed together. She said, "Did he think that we work here?" I replied, "Well, I guess we do now." If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and post some bear emojis in the comments.